What's going on, guys? Shark Boy 22 here. How's it going? This is Saturday for me. Don't know when you guys will see this, but it's my day to get out and ride, and I did just that for a little while. Unfortunately, it looks like we've got some storms and some rain blowing through here, so I decided to cruise on back to the house and wait for the rain to pass before I get back out on the road. And so while I have a little bit of daylight, I decided to turn on the 360, the Insta360 for the first time. Still couldn't get that sort of thing to hook up to the phone. That's a whole other ball of wax. But I've got that going. I've got the GoPro 7, and I've got an external mic on this thing so that when I'm in the shop and working around, I don't have to have the phone right up to my face. So what we're going to do is I'm actually going to take a break and make sure that the sound is working on this silly thing, and then we're going to get back to what I've got to show you today. So we'll do the shark bite you thing, and we'll be right back. Alright, so we're back. Everything looks to be working properly. I think you guys might actually be able to get some kind of an audio from this with this little external mic I've got going on. So we'll see how that works. Welcome back to the channel, if I didn't say that already. Shark Boy 22. That is the name of my channel and my Instagram name. I'm told I'm supposed to start saying that during these videos so you folks can then know who I am and what to look for if you search for some of my other videos. I've got a few, not too many, you know, fairly new to all this, but I've got a few videos out there to watch. And as I continue to get better with this, you know, I'm going to keep sharing the videos with you, you know, be them successes or failures, and I've had a few failures. But, you know, everybody's got to start somewhere. So anyway, what I've got for you today is a really simple upgrade that everybody can do to their motorcycles. Doesn't matter what brand you ride. And it's something that you can do to help make yourself be seen, right? So that's always huge when you're out riding motorcycles. I'm sure everybody that's out there that's ridden knows that being seen is the biggest key, because a lot of cars will not see motorcycles, whether they're, you know, flopping around on their phone, or whether, you know, the motorcycle just seems to fit into blind spots more quickly than other cars in the surrounding area when you're in traffic. It's always key to be seen, and there are a lot of different ways that you can help yourself out, whether it's, you know, riding techniques or whether it's upgrades to the motorcycle itself to help yourself be seen to other vehicles, right? I've done a few of these. I'm sure some of you guys have done some of these on your own bikes, but I continue to upgrade mine as I, you know, buy the parts and get time to install them. I've done the halo maker on the front, the main headlight. I've done the custom dynamic LEDs on the rear turn signals. And today I just wanted to go over with you really quickly how to put the custom dynamic LEDs into the front, right? So this is, again, this is a fairly inexpensive thing that you can do. It just makes things brighter and more visible for people so you can be seen more, right? So what we got basically is the custom dynamic LED replacement lights. They're going to go in here. These are really simple to put in. They're not too expensive. I don't remember the price of these. I'll put them in the description of the video, the link to where you can buy these. You can get them anywhere. I think I got mine off JP Cycles, Hershey JP Cycles. But I think they were around $60, $70, maybe $80, something like that. I'll find the price. But they're far worth it, because the stock bulbs that come in these things are not very bright at all. These things are much more brighter and easier to see, and they're fairly simple to install. So we're going to put these in today, and then we're also going to replace and put the smoked lens caps on here, just because they look a lot better. Just personal opinion. So really simple. This doesn't require a whole lot of tools, technology, smarts, because Lord knows I don't have very many of any of those. I've got a couple tools. But basically all you need is a flathead screwdriver. You're going to look around the lens cap where it meets the actual turn signal, and somewhere along the sides you're going to find a small slit, an opening, right? And basically all that happens is you get that flathead in there, wherever that slit is, and just kind of jiggle it around, just easily. You don't have to get crazy with it, and off it comes. It's literally that simple. So we're going to do that. We're going to come around the other side, do the same thing. We're going to find that slit. There it is right there. Put that flathead in there. And just kind of just wiggle it just a little bit. Out it comes. It's just not that hard. Right. So I'm still liking the mechanic chair. If you haven't noticed, I've been using the heck out of it. This was really a great purchase. Go back and check out my other video about this. I did a quick build on it, and I gave you all the links for this. So great product. I like it. I use it a ton. Alright, so now to the actual LED replacements. These are not very difficult at all either. The biggest trick with these things is when you're doing these bulbs is having to push into these things, turn to the left, and they come out. And there's actually there's some kind of a spring load in here. I don't know if it's a spring or if it's just metal pushing in there, but there's a spring load action that holds those bulbs in. So when you put it back in, push it down, you find the groove, and then they go back in. Right? And that was always the problem for me, is I couldn't ever find where that little sweet spot actually went in and turned. So I almost ruined one of these suckers one time. But anyway, we'll see if we can do that, make that work. Now I used, luckily there's kind of a flathead surface to the actual wiring harness, where you can kind of get a better grip on it as you put it in there and turn, because you're going to find out that as you try and find that little area where it actually goes in and sets, you're going to need some extra pressure, and it's kind of hard to do it fumbling around with just finger strength. So I just get a pair of needle nose. You can use a pair of just regular pliers, whatever. Don't put a whole ton of force on there, but it makes it easier for me to hold it when I do this. So we're going to find the grooves. And there you go. Now actually I just didn't have the little guiding posts lined up the right way. So when you finally get that in there, you know it's in there. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the bike real quick. You know, auxiliary? No, have to have it on that way. Turn the radio off. Alright. So there you go. So you can see that this is now plugged in, right? So we know that it works properly. You turn on the signal. We know that the signal's working, right? So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the other one real quick. So I'll probably fast forward through that. And then when I get done with that, I'm going to show you how to go ahead and wrap these wires up and then put the new caps on. Turn the bike back off. Get rid of this bolt. Keep those handy, just so you don't know, I might do it again. And again, you have to get this lined up the right way. Using a little guidepost here and the slot and light. And well, that one went in easy. How about that? Just one deal. In And then about a quarter of a turn. And then that shouldn't go anywhere. So now we're going to test that one, make sure that one works. Alright, so we've got power to that one. We're going to test the turn signal real quick. There you go. So you got that one, you got left. I'm sorry, you got right, and you got left. Alright, so we know they're all plugged in. We know they work. So now we're going to go ahead and put these caps back on. Well, actually, we're going to replace for the smoked, because these look a lot better. So this is, again, this is fairly simple. This is not rocket science. Basically, all you want to do is you want to just kind of rotate this light to where the wires kind of roll up a little bit to the point where they will fit snugly behind them and not crimp up on each other. And then you're just going to pop these caps on. Pop cap. These usually just pop on real easy. You don't want to muscle them for sure. But you got to give them a little bit of give it a little bit in there. Maybe I don't have that wound up tight enough. There you go. So I think that was it. I don't think I had that wire quite wound up enough to where it was staying out of the way of the lens cap. But now that's in. We're going to do this one the same way. Hopefully this might give you a little bit better of an angle. So again, we're just going to kind of turn this a little bit, just wind it up to where the wires don't crimp on each other inside, and they stay out of your way when you're trying to put that in. And again, once you get that in there, if you did it properly and it's out of your way, this cap should go on fairly easily. I might have to adjust it a little bit. Yep, see that wire's just in my way to where it's not going flush. Because that light actually does have to get flush within the housing. They should pop on. Nice and snugly. Just like that. Now, like anything, some people when they do these videos, they're going to make the installation look perfect. Whatever they do, they might cut out the video or fast forward it. But I wanted to just show you that even with silly things, you might have to, you know, try it a few times and get it to where it's right. But that's it. It's really that simple. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to wash these turn signals just a little bit. I've got to wash the whole bike because it's filthy. And I might do that next. But that's it, guys. It's a real easy upgrade. You can do your motorcycle. It's not very expensive. Again, I'll show the link in the description, and I'll give you the price of where I bought them. And there you go. Right? Left. And I don't know if that will pick up on the camera or not, but to me it's really easy to tell that these are twice as bright and more vivid to me when I'm looking at these, and I'm hoping that it does the same when I'm out on the road. Well, I know it does the same. These lights are just much easier to see when you're on the road. Other cars, much easier for other cars to see, which makes you more visible, right? And that's the name of the game. That's one of the names of the games, to stay safe on the road. So that's it, guys. A real short video for you today. I would highly suggest, if your bike didn't come standard with LEDs, which a lot of the Harley Davidsons do not, I would recommend going out there and replacing all of your bulbs with LED bulbs. Just again, something just real simple. Anybody can do. If I can do it, you can do it. Not very expensive, and it makes you more safe out on the road. All right. So that's going to be it for today. Thank you guys for checking out my channel. I don't say this very often, but please, if you like this kind of content, like and subscribe. I'm trying to get my channel out there and generate some foot traffic. And if you guys would do that for me, that would be great. We will catch you all on the next video. Keep the shiny side up. Peace.